Hey everybody, this is Ashley Jones, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use our Font Editor feature. The Font Editor is a wizard that will map your purchased fonts that are individual files to your keyboard strokes. Very helpful. You don't have to bring in your letters individually, and it makes things so much nicer if you want to spend the time to do it. So in the bottom right, you can see that I've got a design that is a font that I purchased a very long time ago, and it's all individual letters. If you want to say something, you have to bring each letter in individually to spell out that word, making sure that your spacing and everything is correct. With the Font Editor, you'll be able to type on the keyboard what you want to say. So let's go to Tools. And now you can see I've got some letters over to the right that are populated. This is that Whoa Nelly font that I was just showing you. I've already mapped this font. You can see each of the letters that I have chosen and imported, so now the software knows that each of these letters respond to the matching key on my keyboard. You can also do characters, and you can see those are kind of gray because I didn't populate those. This font does not have those built-in characters, so I left them blank. So basically you do a right mouse click, you click import, you choose the letter or the number or the character that corresponds with the one that you right clicked on, so that now your software knows that that particular number is associated with the number 9 on your keyboard. So I've already done this font, but let's go and start a new one. So I'm going to create a new font, and I'm going to name this Sign. This is a sign language font that I purchased years ago, and we're going to do the same process, but these letters are sign language. This is a stitch design because it's all individual files, so make sure you choose that, and then you go to the folder where the design is located. Now this folder looks empty, but it is not, so just say select folder and then OK. And it tells you right here on the screen, right click on the letter icon to import the stitch design. So that's what we're going to do to map this font. So you're going to start with the first letter, or wherever, you can actually start anywhere, and do a right mouse click and import, and then you'll go to that folder and locate the file that corresponds with that letter. So we chose letter A, there's letter A in sign language, so then I click open. And I'm going to do the same exact process for the entire alphabet. In this case, I only have uppercase letters, but if you have upper and lower and numbers and signs, then you would map each one of those fonts. So you'll do a right mouse click and then choose the letter and click open. I'm going to finish this process and then come back so you don't have to watch this tedious process. Okay, I'm finishing up by importing the letter Z. I right mouse click on the letter, choose the corresponding Z, and my font is done. So make sure that you finish filling out the information to the left about your new font, the height, the max and min of the height and the default. I just am going to leave the defaults here. And underneath the font size, or above the font size, sorry, choose the font type. So I'm going to choose this as a run stitch. This is a run stitch design to make the shape of the hands. If it's a satin stitch design, which is your normal embroidery design, choose normal. And monogram if it's a monogram. And the reference letter, this is very important. If you're playing around with the font editor and you find that it's not working, this reference letter must be the one letter you import. It uses this character, in this case the letter N, to determine the kerning and the spacing of the letter, because M is generally the widest letter in the alphabet. So you can make that be a different letter, but whatever letter you make as your reference character, you must import that letter to test this. You could come back and import the other letters later if you'd like. The basic Latin for the characters, this is all of the additional characters, the hyphens, the colon, semicolon, at, pound, all of those signs. So then you're going to click Save and then close that font editor. Go to your text option, add the text to your screen. This is the Whoa Nelly designs that I mapped earlier, this particular font. So you can see here, instead of bringing these letters in individually, if I type my name and click Apply, it brings them in for me. So much nicer than dragging each individual letter in. And just like we saw with the sign language font, I'm going to locate that font and select that and click Apply, and it will convert to my sign language font. Now the reason it only has the one letter A is because that alphabet is all uppercase. I don't have any lowercase, so since I typed lowercase, it can't find them. So I changed it to all uppercase, and there you have it. I was able to type those letters on my keyboard, and because I used my font editor to map those to my keyboard strokes, brings up my exact words on the screen. Hope you enjoyed this video.